Hello, you dear one. If you always feel responsible for other people's emotions, if you enter relationships like a therapist, a savior, a fixer, if you can't relax until everyone is okay, if you keep trying to help someone who keeps hurting you, this deep talk is for you because fixing can look like love. But sometimes fixing is not love. Sometimes it's anxiety. Sometimes it's a survival strategy. Sometimes it's the way you try to earn safety. If I fix this, we'll be okay. If I help enough, they'll change. If I stay patient enough, love will finally feel safe. So today we're talking about the healing of not fixing, the peace that arrives when you stop rescuing people out of guilt and start choosing yourself out of respect. Why you became a fixer. Most fixers weren't born controlling. They were trained. Often you became a fixer because you grew up around chaos. Maybe your home was emotionally unpredictable. Maybe you had to calm someone down. Maybe you had to keep peace. Maybe you had to anticipate moods. Maybe you were praised for being mature for your age. So you learned, my job is to stabilize. And that skill can make you very capable, very empathic, very strong. But it can also become a trap, because if your identity is built around fixing, you struggle to know who you are when you're not needed. And deep inside, there's often a fear. If I stop fixing, I'll be abandoned. So you keep fixing, even when it costs you. Fixing is sometimes a way to avoid your own pain. Here's a gentle truth. Fixing other people can keep you from feeling yourself. When you focus on their problems, you don't have to face your loneliness. When you focus on their healing, you don't have to face your own wounds. When you focus on their growth, you don't have to ask, what do I need? So fixing becomes a way to stay busy, needed, and distracted. It gives you purpose, but it steals your peace. The difference between support and reacue. Support is offered with boundaries. Rescue is offered with self-abandonment. Support says, I care, I'm here, I can help in this way. Rescue says, I will carry this for you. I will tolerate harm so you don't have to feel discomfort. I will sacrifice myself to keep you okay. Support respects their responsibility. Rescue removes it, and when you rescue someone, you unintentionally teach them, I don't have to change. Someone will hold the consequences for me. So rescue doesn't heal people, it enables patterns. Why you keep fixing people who hurt you. This one is tender. Sometimes you keep fixing because you're trying to fix the past. You're trying to finally win the love that once felt conditional. You're trying to finally be enough for someone to choose you. So you fix, you explain, you forgive, you stay patient, hoping it will transform into the love you imagined. But dear one, love is not a rehab project, and your heart is not a clinic. The cost of fixing, resentment, burnout, and self-loss. When you fix too much, 3 things happen. 1. Resentment, because you're giving more than you're receiving. 2. Burnout, because you're always on, always monitoring, managing, helping. 3. Self-loss, because your life becomes about their moods, their progress, their potential. And potential is not a relationship. Potential is a fantasy. A relationship is behavior. The healing move. Let people feel the consequences. This is hard for fixers because you don't want people to suffer. But sometimes suffering is how people learn. If you always soften consequences, people don't grow, they repeat. So the healing move is, let adults be adults. Let them feel their choices. Let them carry their responsibilities. This doesn't make you cruel, it makes you realistic. Practical ways to stop fixing without becoming cold. 1. Ask before helping. Do you want advice or do you want comfort? If they want comfort, give presence, not solutions. 2. Set a limit. I can talk for 20 minutes. I can help with X, but not Y. 3. Watch patterns, not promises. Fixers fall for promises, but patterns tell the truth. 4. Replace fixing with self-care. When you feel the urge to rescue, turn inward. What am I avoiding feeling? What do I need right now? 5. Accept discomfort. People may be disappointed when you stop fixing. That discomfort is not an emergency, it's a transition. The identity shift from fixer to chewer. This is the core. You are not here to fix people. You are here to live, to rest, to grow, to love mutually, to be safe. So the new identity is, I don't rescue, I choose. I choose relationships that meet me. I choose people who do their own work. I choose peace. Ending. Your love doesn't have to be labor. Dear one, if you're tired, it's not because you don't love enough. It's because you've been doing love like a job. Love is not supposed to be constant emotional labor. So tonight, if you feel the urge to fix, breathe and whisper, I release responsibility that isn't mine. I can care without carrying. I choose peace over rescue. Take your time, my dear one. Your softness is not meant to be spent like currency. It's meant to be shared where it's honored.